Let's talk about Cracker Barrel.
You want to talk about Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you enjoy at Cracker Barrel?
What do I
Is it
do?
like the chicken and dumplings?
Oh, we're really talking about Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, this is Ryan Cabrera, you build
In the raw?
interview.
It's in the raw? This is like real. You know what? To be honest with you, I love the game that you get at the when you sit down.
The triangle.
The triangle game, yeah, it's a challenge.
I can never win it. I always have like 2 or 3 left.
I can win it.
Is there a strategy? You got to hit one.
There is a trick to it. Yeah. I mean, I can't reveal that obviously, because then I wouldn't like dominate.
So when you dominate, does that mean you like give a 100, like an exceptionally gifted IQ, or what exactly does that mean?
No, I think you just been to Cracker Barrel enough, and eventually you figure it out.
Do they have Cracker Barrel in LA?
No, but you know, we live most of our life on the road, so
yeah.
There's always Cracker Barrels on the road. That's our favorite stuff. When we're on tour, like that's like fine dining, you know, because
really?
well, yeah, you know, I mean, like when you travel so much, like you go from place to place, you don't get to eat too much. So if you see a Cracker Barrel, you're like, that's the promised land.
You park next to the RVs. And
we park next to the RVs. We get our eat on, and then we head to the next city. And then if you're not having such a great night on tour, you have to you have to stop at the Waffle House
and beat somebody up like Kid Rock.
Wait, what? Kid Rock beat somebody up at the Waffle House?
You hear about that?
No. Well, I mean,
it wasn't Kid Rock.
I've heard lots of stories about Kid Rock beating up people.
What's his real name? Something Richie. No, Richie something. What's his
Lionel
name?
Richie?
No.
All Night
Kid
Long?
Rock's real name is Richie something.
Richie Sambora?
No!
Richie Rich?
So with all the traveling you do, when you see
DJ
certain
Richie?
things, like Cracker Barrel, do you know, I've approached a certain area, like for example, I'm from Long Island, New York originally. We used to drive down to Florida, like a 24-hour drive every year, and as soon as we saw Waffle House, we knew we had hit the South.
We're hitting the South, yeah.
I mean,
well, you know, like certain, like when you start seeing a Dunkin' Donuts in every corner, you know you're in the Northeast, you know, like around the Pennsylvania, Jersey. That's the Dunkin' Donuts territory. We know we're kind of in this mid-South-ish once we start seeing Chick-fil-A's, which is really exciting for us. And then, what else? And you know, you're on the West Coast when you start seeing In-N-Outs.
I've never had that.
What?
I've had Checkers and Carl's Jr.
Oh, just so you haven't had anything.
I'm sorry.
Not yet.
I haven't witnessed. I haven't experienced.
You need to come. You need to take a trip to LA, stay at my house, just so you can try In-N-Out.
I hear that's like. So do you go there like every day?
No, I wish. No.
As you've gotten older, have you noticed yourself eating better and trying to avoid the fast food and working out more?
Well, no. As I get older, I found myself trying to eat better, but actually eating worse. I've had more intention to eat better now in my life because I want to get healthy, but I've actually eaten worse than I ever have in my entire life. Yeah. I think like the more you try to eat better, the worse you eat, and then the more I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I've gained about 15 pounds a year, so within the next 10 years, I should weigh about 450 pounds. So I need a nutrition.
I think I'm on the same like path right now.
No, that's not good, dude.
What are you gonna do?
But I've noticed like over the years, your look has certainly changed the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Was that something you decided, hey, I don't want to be seen this way anymore, or I'm maturing and aging, and this is me now, or?
I would say a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Of those. It wasn't necessarily like a conscious choice to be like, okay, I don't want to look like that anymore, so I have to completely go like the opposite. It was more so just like, I don't really care as much anymore, so this is much easier, and it's kind of getting away from, you know, like. Like when I started, it was never like an intention to like, I guess, you know, I get labeled as like a pop artist, which, you know, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, I like pop music, but it's just
popular
not,
and you're making something
right. Yeah,
right?
It's just not necessarily like the kind of like, you know, artist I want to be known as. You know, so that's kind of like with this new record, we're growing up from that and getting away from that, and as you can see, like, you know, kind of with the sound of the new record and the look of the new record, it's definitely different. And it's definitely a progression in a different direction, which is exciting for me.
So is this one more reflective of who you really are versus? Okay.
Well, I mean, those were a reflection of who I was at that time. This is a reflection of who I am now. You know, which is much different than then. You know, and you've been through a lot and experienced a lot more. You know, I'm not like gonna say I'm like this old wise soul, but you know, going through what I've gone through in the past 4 or 5 years, I've learned a lot, and this record is a reflection of that.
And does the new look help you avoid paparazzi and the hordes of women?
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
And you got the tattoos.
It definitely throws people for you know.
Did you have tattoos 3 or 4 years ago?
I had a couple. Not as many as I do now, but it's all kind of like a work in progress going up in here. Once you start, dude, you get like 1 or 2 tattoos, it's over. You're done. You're gonna keep getting more and more and more, because then you just realize, like, wait, that's a space that I could use to like show something that I love, you know, and then it just gets really addictive, and then you know, what do I care? You know.
Yeah. Have you made any mistakes tattoo-wise? Have you gotten any
wrong
names or something?
No. I would never get any names, but I have like the initials of my very first band on my back.
Oh, cool.
But I still don't look at it as a mistake because it like kind of reminds me of back in the day when I was, really, really struggling.
So how do you see the tattoo on the back?
You don't, which is okay with me.
And just photo shoots, or?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just back there. That was my first tattoo. The first mistake for me. The tattoo wasn't a mistake, just the mistake of getting one where I can't even see it. Yeah. So now they're all on my arms and stuff where I can actually see it.
No tramp stamps and butterflies in the lower back yet?
No, I almost got a butterfly in my ass once.
Really?
I did. I was really drunk.
Where was this?
In L.A.
Was this peer pressure, or was this just
no?
Hey,
I was really, really
right
drunk,
there.
and I thought it would be funny, like to moon someone at a party, and then it'd be like a little butterfly. I mean, it's obviously ridiculous, but like that's the point of it. But thank the Lord Almighty that the tattoo shop was closed.
I was going to ask you, is this your girlfriend or fiance or whoever over here? No, I'm not here, but here.
Yes, he is.
I took the camera just a bit too far over. So wait a minute.
He's got a ring on his finger too.
This is my family. This is my touring family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There it is.
I was wondering. I was trying to gauge her reaction when you start talking about Valentine's Day. I was like,
So the big day is the new album, May 13th.
Oh, May 13th. Yeah.
What's the album called?
The Moon Underwater.
Available everywhere.
Available everywhere.
Has
Online
Say
in
hit
stores.
Yet?
Huh?
Has Say hit iTunes yet? Or
February 25th.
February 25th.
Yeah, when the single comes out.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ryan Cabrera, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Sick and tired of this world. There's no more air. Tripping over myself.